Welcome to Souljourner Truth, where we'll find our way home together. I'm Kimberley, and just like you, I want more joy, more peace, more prosperity, and more love in my life. Every episode, we'll examine a soul-stirring question, we'll walk it out with practical, easy-to-manage steps, and then we'll bring it home by integrating and embodying what we've just learned. If you're ready to come home to the best version of yourself, then walk with me. Hello, and welcome to Souljourner Truth. I'm Kimberly, your guide and your host. This week on the show, I want to examine what spirituality is and how it differs in actual practice from religion. So here's the question we're walking with today. What is spirituality anyway? Isn't that just Religion-Lite? And I can already hear my super spiritual brothers and sisters groaning like blah, blah, blah. We already know this, but stick with me. It's good stuff. So, someone challenged me a while back. He said, so you say you're spiritual, but what does that even mean? And even though I'd been consciously practicing spirituality for over a decade, I couldn't actually answer the question. So I've been thinking about it, and I thought this might be a great way to kick off our Souljourner Truth journey together. So let me start by saying I consider myself spiritual, but not religious. But you don't have to believe what or how I believe in order to be here or to find value in this journey. I'm not here to change you. And I'm not here to give you a definitive answer or to hand you a set of beliefs. Seriously, take what feels right to you, skip the rest. But let's have a deeply honest conversation about the things I know that many of us feel, but either don't have the words to say it in or don't feel safe enough to express those words out loud. So I'm asking, in your opinion, what does it mean to be spiritual? Let's sit with that a moment. I also asked a diverse group of my friends and family who don't explicitly identify as spiritual. In your opinion, what does it mean to be spiritual? And here's what they had to say.
Hello, my name is Sophia. I was raised Buddhist. However, I didn't really affiliate with the religion or follow the religion in my adulthood. Spirituality to me means connection with oneself, connection with others or things.
I grew up a practicing Catholic for many years, and I think spirituality has become a lot more personal for me now, and it's more just finding the good in every moment, being present in every moment, and just learning to be really grateful and appreciative for the life that I have.
Hello, my name is Jasmine. So a short phrase describing my spiritual background would be grounded in spiritual values. And then to me, being spiritual means being in tune and connected to God and what I feel deep inside.
Hello, I'm Paul, and spirituality. I think it's an ongoing process. I feel like spirituality is something you continue to feel and grow and find and search for and see in everything and everyone. And it's mostly then still connected to the energy and how you treat people and how you treat anything.
Hi, my name is Margaret. When I think of spiritualism, spirituality, or whatever, I think of treating each other as we wish to be treated and believing in a power that is stronger, wiser, all-knowing, more so than we.
Hi, this is Michelle, and I am a Christian. What does it mean to be spiritual? To me, that means reading the Word and following the Word.
Hello, I'm James, and I was raised in the local church. For me, spirituality grew to mean the level to which you adhere faithfully to the tenets of whatever religion you happen to align with.
I'm Mary. I grew up Catholic, but I don't consider myself formally religious any longer. And in my opinion, what does it mean to be spiritual? I think for me, it's not about religion or doctrine, but being spiritual means that we recognize the humanity in one another and we're tied to each other.
My definition of spirituality isn't necessarily religious. It's more of a connection that we have with this planet, I guess, with the afterlife, whatever that may be. As far as religion goes, I wouldn't call myself religious at all. Definitely believe in a higher power. I've had so many reasons not to believe.
Hi, my name is Shirley. I was baptized Catholic. I still go to church, but I'm a very logical person. And being spiritual means always seeking the truth and always choose goodness. Thank you.
Hello, my name is New, and I grew up in a Catholic family, but I never considered myself to be religious or spiritual for that matter. For me, spirituality means that you've got an intimate connection with something that is of not like a material possession, so whether it be a God or a higher power or even nature for that matter, which is not something that I ever felt a connection to. So this has been an interesting kind of experience for me to kind of ask those questions of myself. But I certainly think that it is a good thing, and perhaps it's something that I will find myself practicing one day.
Did any of that speak to you? For me, I was most fascinated by the level of coherence, that spirituality is personal and for the most part not really about religion, because I truly expected there would be a larger difference of opinion. Behind the scenes, I also thought it was wild which of my peeps were completely unwilling to speak about spirituality for whatever reason. No shade, but when I made the ask, a few of my closest friends actually ghosted me, like straight up did not respond. One even responded via text with unsubscribe. Like, what in the actual hell? I was also surprised by how little I actually knew about the religious and spiritual lives of some of my closest friends. Like, I have known New since the 8th grade. I'm not trying to speak for New, but for me, that was a hella long time ago. How did I not know that she grew up Catholic? Weird, right? It's like people just don't talk about religion and spirituality openly unless they are absolutely sure they're on the same team. Anyway, as I sit with the question, I agree with my friends and think that spirituality is generally about one's personal relationship with spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call it. But more specifically for me, spirituality is simply the practice of deep listening. Paying focused attention to your inner world, your intuition, your energy, your connection to all living beings. It doesn't have to look mystical, and it doesn't require magic beads, crystals, or trips to India. I've done all of that, and I'm here to tell you, not required. Oh, and speaking of India, we'll be there next week, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, being spiritual can be as simple as noticing that you feel peaceful when you're near the water, or recognizing that your intuition is quietly nudging and guiding you through life, like a homing pigeon, your own personal GPS system. If you're doing that, then surprise, you're already living a spiritual life, whether you call it that or not. What about this idea we've heard that spirituality is just religion-lite? Is spirituality just religion without rules, religion without cathedrals, without the hierarchy, without the doctrine? These are fair questions, but they're kind of surface level observations. Like, I don't think anyone would disagree that religion is organized and communal. It has structure, traditions, teachings, rituals, and shared stories passed down over generations. But spirituality, for me, and I'm not attempting to speak for everyone or to speak for all spiritual practices, but for me, spirituality is more exploratory, personal, introspective. There are fewer fixed teachings and traditions, and there's no single source sacred text like a Bible, Quran, or a Bhagavad Gita. It's literally a choose-your-own-adventure kind of deal, because spirituality evolves as you evolve. You get to write your own story as you go. So where religion may say, this is the path, spirituality says, there are a million paths. They all get you to the same place. Tune in and pick one that feels right for you. Most religions place ultimate authority outside of the self, in scripture, tradition, or deity. Spirituality recognizes that the self, because it is intimately and inextricably already connected to Source without you having to do or believe anything at all, has its own authority. So spirituality isn't religion-lite because it actually relocates authority within the self and requires your very active participation. If anything, it's religion-heavy because you're driving the bus. Religion is like the self-driving car. It's beautiful, nice. You can take your hands off the wheel, your feet off the pedals, and your faith will steer you home. But spirituality, that's a manual transmission, baby. It's all on you. Which way are you gonna go? One's not better than the other. They're just different. You can be religious and spiritual. You can be spiritual, but not religious. You can be religious, but not spiritual. Whatever. You can be neither and still live a deeply meaningful life. Only you know what's right for you, which is actually kind of spiritual. Okay, so let's road test this with a little practice. Just a very small reflection, nothing dramatic. Wherever you are, take one slow, deep inhale. Hold it. Now exhale slowly. Yeah. Now let's sit with this stillness for a moment. Yeah. Now ask yourself, when I quiet my mind, what's the first thing that comes up? And not, what am I going to have for dinner? Seriously, what's the first unthought thought that comes to mind without you doing anything at all or trying to make something happen? Let the answer just rise. Do you have it? Now, that's your inner voice, your internal GPS. That's deep listening. It's literally that simple. Didn't get it? No big deal. That's why we practice. Nothing forced. If it doesn't come in a few minutes, move on. We'll try again another time. So here's what we can all do to bring this practice home this week and fully embody it. Let's start with a daily integration, 5 minutes. Everyone can eke out 5 minutes a day. So each morning when you wake up, before you do anything else, take 3 minutes, max 3 minutes, to simply breathe and listen for that first unthought thought to come. Write it down. Whatever comes up, that's your internal GPS leading you. Nothing to do but notice it and write it down. And it can literally be anything. Call your sister and tell her you love her. Eat some leafy greens. Register for a sign language course. Not a to-do list, but a true unthought thought, whatever it is. Then, before you go to bed at night, take a quick 2-minute assessment. Did you get where your GPS was leading you? In other words, did you make good on your unthought thought? And if you did, how easy was it? Did you notice any synchronicities or coincidences appearing to help you along your way? For example, did your sister call you first? Were leafy greens on sale at the market? Did you get a random email about ASL classes starting in your local community? And if you didn't get there, what were the roadblocks that stopped you? No judgment, no stress. Just continue to listen and notice what happens. Okay, so let's close here for this week. Next week, we'll dig in a bit more and really get the lay of the land for our journey. And I'll be dropping in from India. Until then, may your soul's journey be joy-filled and abundantly blessed, and may you continue to shine your light so brightly that it illuminates the path for you and for every being you meet along the way. I release this prayer knowing it is already done. So be it. Thank you so much for walking with me today. And remember, the practice is just practice. So no judgment, only grace. Until we walk again, see you next week.